Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Injustice 2 on the GeForce GT 1030. For performance monitoring, I'll be using CAM. If you want to download the software, there's a link down in the description. So, Injustice 2, I'll be doing 1080p, 900p and 720p. To skip those sections of the video, check the description below. So, first of all, I need to clarify something. This game was meant to run at 60 frames per second. Anything below 50 will mean that the characters will be in slow motion, or the game will be just slower than usual. That's because it was meant to run at 60. The animation, the hits, was meant for the game to run at 60 frames per second. That's why you will see that in all the resolutions I enabled something called frame skip, which means that the game will skip some frames in the animations in order to make it more fluid. On multiplayer, this is always enabled, so it's fair for everyone, even if you have a lower frame rate. So yeah, first on 1080p, I'm using the lowest settings with the overclocked GT 1030. On the other two resolutions, the GT 1030 will be with stock settings. But yeah, even with the lowest settings, it was impossible to be close to 60 frames per second. I was around 40-45 FPS in the worst case scenario, so I would avoid 1080p on this one. Then on 900p the same thing happens, but I'm closer to 60 frames per second because it's a lower resolution, but still it's not enough to be constantly over 50 frames per second at the lowest settings. So for this one I would recommend 720p. With higher settings I'm able to maintain 60 frames per second pretty much all the time. 720p you have better graphics plus smoother performance to be expected of a lower resolution than 1080p. And also keep in mind that the intros, special attacks, all that kind of stuff will make the frame rate cap to 30 frames per second. So while you're fighting it's 60, but when you use those very special attacks, that there's a big cinematic going on and all that kind of stuff, it caps to 30, then back into the gameplay goes back up to 60. And also you'll notice some stutters every now and then. That seems to be a thing with the game. It happens to me on better hardware as well. I'm not really able to explain what's going on with that. And I recommend using VSync on this one. The screen tearing is terrible. On this one it's very noticeable and it happens all the time, especially in the middle of the screen. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Supergirl wins. Begin.
Powers don't matter.
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
Don't waste my time. You're grounded.
Supergirl wins.
What did you want to teach me?
that the shadows are...
Begin.
Now don't you feel silly? Which part of you hurts the worst?
I'm tired of Kryptonians.
Supergirl wins. Begin.
This girl kicked your butt. Now apologize.
Don't waste my time.
We don't have to fight, Batman.
I need to know what you can do.
Begin.
Rethink your strategy.
Supergirl wins.
I'm not Clark's enemy.
This sure is.
Begin.
Kryptonians call that a beatdown.
Better, but not good enough.
As if.
Supergirl wins. Begin.
I come to Earth in peace.
Don't waste my time.
Supergirl wins. Begin.
thought you'd be taller.
Rethink your strategy.
Batman wins.